The boy seemed to be saying goodbye to his grandfather, but secretly slipped a phone into his pocket. After his grandfather was buried, he couldn't resist sending a text message to his grandfather's phone that night. To his shock, he received a reply the next day. This terrified him. He quickly grabbed his phone and opened it to find the message contained a string of strange characters, including the special letter codes he and his grandfather used, 3 capital C's and 2 lowercase a's. He rushed to tell his father that grandfather might not be dead, that he'd sent a message at 2 a.m., but his father dismissed it, explaining that the medical examiner had performed an autopsy to determine the cause of death. They'd even removed and dissected the heart. His father said the text was probably just a telecommunications glitch and told him not to make a fuss, but this did nothing to convince the boy. He recalled that on the day of the funeral, after he'd paid his respects, a strange man had visited his grandfather's grave. Could that man have taken grandfather's phone? To verify his suspicions, the boy immediately rode his bike to his grandfather's grave and dialed his grandfather's number. Then he pressed his ear to the ground and listened carefully. The ringtone came from underground, but no one answered. This meant the phone was still in the coffin. But what was really going on? The boy didn't dare think further and could only comfort himself that perhaps it really was a crossed signal. But who could have imagined that an even bigger shock awaited him? A few days later, during a school dance, the boy was dragged into a corner by the school bully who demanded protection money. He fought back but got beaten up badly. Remember this position the boy was in after being beaten. His father, who arrived after hearing the news, pressed the boy to reveal who had done it, but he refused to name the bully. This caused considerable friction between father and son. Back home, the boy remembered the wonderful times when he could talk about anything with his grandfather. He sent another long voice message to his grandfather's phone. It turned out the boy wouldn't report the bully because he feared even more brutal retaliation, unless the bully could be made to disappear completely. He thought he was just venting to his grandfather into the void, but the next morning, he received news that the bully had died, and the position of death was exactly identical to how the boy had looked after being beaten.